Hello all, welcome back. Today we are going to learn another super important topic in JavaScript. So what is that? So I'm just writing a simple code. Just wait for a couple of minutes. Let me finish the code. So console.log start and again console.log console.log fantastic. So here I'm just declaring a simple function that is called A. I'm just doing console.log from otherwise we can say mass from mass. Okay, so here, so if I invoke this function, so I hope everyone knows what is happening in the JavaScript engine, right? If you are following last 1 2 sessions or something. So team who are there in the call, just tell me what is the output for this program. Quick, just tell me.
Start. I'm from Mars.
And that's it. So even I hope everyone knows it. So what will happen in? So it will create. First, it will create
Global execution.
the global execution context. Very good. And whenever we invoke the function, it will create
Execution context.
execution context. Once the job is done, it will
Disappear.
yes, it will pop out. It will be popped out, and we just the pointer will point to the global execution context, and it is going to execute the last line, that is console.log end. So now I'm doing some interesting thing. Suppose you can launch rocket from Earth to Mars. Again, if you want to, suppose if you have another something like Jupiter, okay, we love to reach Jupiter also. Some of you, I'm not interested because I have a lot of fear. So I'm from Jupiter. So if I do invoke this function, okay, now tell me what will happen in the call stack. Anyone? First, it will create global execution context.
Yes, sir. After that, it will create execution context for Mars.
Good. After that, it will create execution context for
Execution context
for Jupiter.
once
and
after executing the execution context of Mars,
it will create
After
execution.
it is popped out, then Jupyter execution context will be created.
yes, sir.
It will be Mars and it will be popped out, right?
Yes, sir.
And
After
after that, it will create
that,
another execution context for Jupiter, and it will also popped out, right?
yes, sir.
And everyone will come back to Earth.
Global execution.
That's a global execution context. Fantastic. So now what I'm doing, observe carefully. This is very important. So I'm just removing this one. So we have a function called Mars and we have a function called Jupiter. We have a function called Mars and we have a function called Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Now what I'm doing, I'm just invoking the function Jupiter from Mars. Is it possible, first of all? Can we execute?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Even I want to
Yes, sir.
avoid the confusion. Don't worry. Right now? Now?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
Okay.
So, yeah. Who is going to explain what will happen in the call start? First of all, just raise your hand. How many of you are ready? Because of course, if I invoke Mars and Jupiter separately, everyone said the right answer. Okay, Shiva Prasad is ready. Shobarani is ready. Now we can give a chance for Shiva Prasad. Shiva, tell me, what will happen?
So first, it create a execution context for Mars. After global execution context,
Okay, it will create a global execution context for the Mars. Okay,
Mars. Yes, sir.
then
While executing the Mars, it will create execution context on the top of Mars for Jupiter.
okay. So whenever it invoke this Jupiter at line number 21, it is going to
Create another execution context.
another execution context on top of Mars
Yes,
without
sir.
removing Mars.
Yes, sir. Yes, because the execution is not completed yet.
Very good. How do you know?
No, sir. Only after the execution is completed, the execution context for Mars will be popped out.
Fantastic. You're absolutely correct. Okay. Understood, everyone? This is global execution context, right?
Yes, sir.
Now observe carefully. Yeah, yes, yes. Very good, Shiva Prasad. Just everyone, just give a simple clap for him because yeah, it's not that much easy sometimes. Very good, Shiva. Very good. Yeah, if you see, yes, what we understand because once you execute everything, once everything is completed in that particular function, then only it will pop out. So, but whenever we have created execution context for the Mars, first it will execute. Of course, it will follow the two phases. We don't have anything to allocate the memory right now, so
Yes.
it will go to the second phase. So it will execute this line, and then it will invoke this
Jupiter.
function. So whenever it will
Jupiter.
invoke this function, what will happen?
Again, another execution
It will
context.
create another execution context on Jupiter. So what is there in Jupiter now?
Console log.
I am from Jupiter. Okay,
Jupiter.
what will happen after executing I am from Jupiter?
The execution context for Jupiter popped out, sir.
Okay, after that,
After that, the execution context for Mars also popped out.
very good. After that,
And the pointer goes to global execution context.
and execute.
End.
Absolutely. Very good. Now, what will be the output for this program?
Start. I'm from Mars. I'm from Jupiter. End.
Fantastic. So, everyone, remaining students, do you understand, or do you have any questions on this?
Yes, sir.
Everyone should say yes or no, yes or no, yes. Clearly, sincerely, really.
Sir,
Everyone
can you
understand?
show me one screen?
Yeah, very good.
Sir, if that mass 24th line is there, right?
Okay,
Yeah, if suppose if there in Jupiter in 17th line, what it will be?
okay. Suppose I'm just removing this one. You want to call like this? Like this? Okay. Tell me, what is your question? Or, okay, I need to keep it as it is, and I need to invoke the Mars from Jupiter. Is what your question?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell me what will happen. From Mars, you are invoking Jupiter. Again, from Jupiter, you are invoking.
Mass.
Okay.
What will happen?
What it is? What is the concept? What is this? What is happening here?
No, means
It is going in an infinite loop, right?
yeah, yeah,
Infinite.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's see because I didn't try whether it will crash the browser or not. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Because that's what the learning because you should try in a different way. Don't try. Don't do blindly. Okay, where is that sources? What is saying here? What is saying here? Uncaught maximum call strike. Already. What is error? Just tell me. What is that?
Maximum
Maximum call
cost.
stack size.
Exceeded. Because it's already saying that okay, it has executed. It has executed in the same way an infinite loop and the maximum call stack executed. Exceeded means what happens? You have invoked Mars, right? Okay. After that, you
Just keep
invoke Jupiter,
again Mars.
again Mars,
It will keep on
again
creating.
Jupiter.
Yeah.
After that, because you have a maximum limit for that call stack, right?
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
some memory. So once it is reaches, so it will throw an error. It's fantastic. What is that error? Uncaught range error. It means it just reaches the range. Maximum call stack size has exceeded. Okay. So if you want to debug this, let's try to debug. So are you able to see Anonymous, Mars, and Jupiter, right? In the call stack. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the
Yes, sir.
Earth, this is the Mars, and this is the Jupiter. And if I just invoke the Mars again, are you able to see another Mars execution context here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again,
Jupiter.
okay. Let's see how many times it will accept. Um, but maybe because it has, it will at least it will do 100 times or 200 times. I'm not sure. Maybe it has lots of memory. How can we count this? I'm not sure. I will try to do in one way. I will do let I is equal to 0. Okay. How many times it is called? Console.log. I can do I plus plus. Okay. Or even if you have what we can do, I is equal to I plus 1. And I'm not sure because sometimes it will oh, error. Let me go to the console. Yeah, how many times? 960, 1384, 16. Let's wait for that. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, can anyone guess what is the maximum number? Okay, 5,000?
693.
Okay, 5,693 blocks has created. So maybe. This just maybe if I did something wrong. How many times it is just called the Jupiter? So it just called the Jupiter 5,000 times. So it already called the Mars also in the same number, right? So we can do one thing. We can do I is equal to I plus 1 here also. So that every time you call the Mars, every time you call this, the count will be increased, and whenever we are calling the Jupiter, it is going to print. Okay, so hopefully now it will be 10,000. The refresh. Yeah, what's the number?
11,386.
Okay, 11,386 execution context has created plus one global execution context, 11,387. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe if you just we need to dig things more technically. Hopefully, this is the right one. At 11,387 maximum, we can create those many execution contexts. Maybe because we are not allocating any memory for any variables. Maybe in that way it will differ. So, but this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, now understood, or do you have any other questions on this?
Understood, sir.
Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully you enjoyed. Okay. So this is really interesting thing. So that means you can call a function inside another function. So in JavaScript is really um, awesome because you have lots of twists and turns are there. So function statement, function expression, named function expression, arrow function, higher order function, pure function. Okay, lots of things are there. Okay, like Lord Krishna. How many names are there for Lord Krishna? How many names are there? So, how many avatars are there for Lord Krishna? Many avatars.
12.
12. Okay. What is the 12th one?
Lord Venkateshwara.
Lord?
Sir.
No, I think
Sir,
Kalki,
sorry,
right?
sir.
Kalki, right?
हाँ कल की अवतार लास्ट वन तो कल की
That's a story of next movie of
युग हाँ
Prabhas.
प्रभास मूवी
Okay. So, okay, enjoy. Okay, I think this is enough for today. So tomorrow we are going to learn the scope chain. So we at least we understand how it is going to create the execution context, and we are going to focus on local scope, global scope, and block scope at the same time. What is a temporal dead zone, and what is a scope chain, what is a lexical scope. So if you have time, so just please go and watch Akshiseni's playlist so that you will get more and more knowledge. Okay, thank you and see you tomorrow again. Bye bye.